So I'm going to share again the screen so you can see. So as you can see, I put correctly from another document how you're doing your bibliography. So your bibliography is going to be after your endnotes. So we're going to take that out and we're going to come down. Oh, we already did it down here. We're going to come down and put them in down there. And then you're going to do a separate page for your bibliography besides that's different from your endnotes. So you're going to come up and do bibliography. And then you want this to be centered. You also will see this line that is a problem. So in order to get rid of that line, you would come up to view and go to draft. And then you come back to references and you do show notes. And so then you come and you tell it to go to the endnote separator, and then you come and just delete it. And then you'd also come and go to the continuation separator, which is that one line that was over the bibliography, and you highlight and delete that. And now it will be, then you go back to paper, and now that those two lines are gone that you don't need for your paper. The other problem here is there's too much space. So we're going to do this as one. And then you do this at this center. Okay. So each time you do a source, so the first time I saw that was V, you're doing inside of, looks like the, like introduction. So you can take, so we're going to do that next to our, so we're actually going to take this out. And this needs to be up here. There we go. Okay, so that's your first endnote. You also have too much spacing in between each paragraph. So you can come up to paragraph and you tell it not to do, it's doing too much spacing by doing, so you do 0 after 0. And so we'll get rid of this extra space. There you go. And you can also just kind of do it throughout your rest of your document like that. And you come to paragraph, and then we just get rid of that, put it to 0. You can also set it as your default, and then it's getting rid of your extra spacing between your double. Okay, so I'm going to show you again how to do the endnote. Okay, so you have your one. Let's find your next endnote. And you also make sure that there's no space in between, and the period always goes inside the quotation. It goes in before the endnote number, and then you start your next sentence. Okay, so it looks like your next one is here. So we're going to come and delete this document 1. And we're going to add in, we're going to come up here to reference and insert endnote. Actually, I'm going to come up. It's creating problems. Okay. So we are going to adjust your, so you want this to be in Times New Roman. You want it to all be consistent. And this is 10. You want it to be like consistency is your best friend. With this type of paper. Too much spacing there. Okay. So until your endnotes are done what we're going to do is come in here and we're just going to insert another page. Or come and insert blank page so that we can do your bibliography. Now, when you do your end product, your bibliography is going to be after your endnotes, but you can fix that after you've done your endnotes. Okay, so for your next, so you're doing Greenberg again. So you do Greenberg. So you're going to give a shortened version of your source. And this only happens when you're using the same source over and over again. So the first time you introduce it, you give all the information, and then the second time you use just the last name, or if it's a journal, you use the last name and then the title of the article of the journal and then a page number. So we're going back, I believe this was page 5, and then you do period, and then you're ready for your next endnote. Believe. No, it was page 3. Okay, so we'll go add that in. All right, so we're going to delete that. You need your period. Okay, you always want to make sure you're saving. Okay, so this one is page 5. So we're going to come up here one more time and do references, insert endnote. And it is doing too much spacing in between each endnote. It just needs to be single spaced. So we're going to come up here and make sure it's just doing single space. It's not. We just need to correct it. Okay, so Greenberg. And you can come back later and adjust all of your fonts too, just to make sure, you want to make sure it's consistent again. So this is page 5 and this one was page 3. So we're going to change that real quick. Okay, so that's how you do the endnotes. If you have any questions, please get in contact with me to help you.